very, yeah, very nice New
Yeah,
Year's Eve party with family.
that does sound nice. And so what did you guys eat? What do you generally eat for New Year's?
We generally eat chicken, roasted chicken. That's the main New Year's that usually in our family must have roasted chicken with rice and also roasted corn. How do I say it?
Corn.
Roasted corn. Yeah, corn.
Yeah. Okay, good. Yeah, that sounds really tasty. Um, hmm. And is there anything else that you do? Do you play cards? Do you just sit and talk, or do you play games? What
We
do you guys usually do?
mm, we uh, we haven't met for a long time. So we telling about each other what happening in the year in this year, and then
Okay.
yeah, it's just talk. I think talk and listening to music and TV.
All right. Nice. That sounds pretty enjoyable. And so, what was the best story that you heard from one of your relatives? Did you hear any good stories?
Yeah, I heard that a lot of my cousins are married, and then now it's me, the one who left, haven't met, and
Okay.
that's not a good idea, I think, to hear that.
Yeah, that is kind of unpleasant.
Yeah,
Yeah, once your
this
friends. Yeah.
unpleasant moment when they said, and then how about you? Oh my God,
Yeah.
how
Yeah.
about me? I don't know.
It's not the best feeling. Okay, but good. I guess any better stories that you heard? Anything else that was kind of nice that you got to hear? Something that your family did, or that like other family members did, that was enjoyable other than getting married.
Yeah, there's a lot of story, but I think I can't remember because I don't really interested in that conversation.
Okay. Okay.
Because
Um,
after I don't I don't after I felt unpleasant, so I don't really focusing with their conversation
Definitely
to be
understandable.
nice. Yeah, it's just to be nice, so that's why I'm there.
Yeah. All right. And so maybe, what about you? What was like the coolest thing that you did all year? Do you have any good stories about this year?
Uh, I I don't know there is a story or not because this year I spent a lot of times on my project. I don't go uh, to anywhere. I just stay. At the holiday, I was planning to go for on holiday, but I canceled it because I still cannot go. And then so 2014 was uh, a very good moment, but I think I don't know.
Okay.
2014 is just like just usual, nothing special.
Just what?
Usual, can I say that? Usual.
Okay, yeah, so it was a useful year, but it maybe not very exciting.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I mean.
Okay. Where were you planning on going for vacation? Where did you plan on going?
I just planning to go to the um to other city like Bali or something near the Indonesia. It just takes for 3 or 4 hours by plane.
Nice.
hmm Yeah. Because Jakarta is a very crowded place, so I need a little. Uh, n- I need. I need. How do I say it? I need
A break?
countryside. Yeah,
Okay.
I need a break. Countryside view.
All right, nice. So yeah, the city that you live in is really crowded. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so you need like the country and a nice view. All right, yeah, I
Yeah.
guess that makes sense for sure. Um, and it's kind of unfortunate that didn't happen. Um, Do you think
Yeah,
in this year you'll be able to travel somewhere?
yeah. I think in maybe in the end of this January or February, but I still want to go in the near future.
Okay, good. That'll be nice. And Eugene, welcome to class. Eugene, how's it going?
Hi Joshua, hi Ori, I'm doing well and you?
Doing well, thanks for asking. Um, and Eugene, where's that picture taken from? Where's the picture?
I don't know, somewhere on the internet.
Ah, okay. I was
I
gonna
didn't.
say it's quite pretty. Um, all right, and I guess let's get started with today's class. Eugene, can you read the title and the next few lines?
Okay, childhood. Today we'll talk about children and childhood memories and conditional statements.
Nice. And let's try this. Oh, uh, Audie, can you read the title, the directions, and the first line?
Okay. Ch- Vocabulary. Choose the correct word for the sentence. People say that people say that children should be lying of their elders, respectful of their elders,
Yeah. And what about the next one, Eugene?
When your child is learning to ride a bike, a helmet will keep him safe.
Good. Yeah. And Audie, the next one?
the story in the book was memorable,
Good. What's another one that could work?
imaginary,
Good. Imaginary. Can you repeat imaginary?
imaginary, imaginary,
Good.
imaginary. Okay.
Huh? And what about the next one, Eugene?
If he was more responsible, he uh, would have taken the blame for the accident.
Good. And what about the next one, Audie?
If there are clowns at the party, this birthday will be memorable.
Memorable. Yeah. Can you repeat memorable?
Memorable,
Close.
memorable,
Memorable.
memorable, memorable.
Yeah, memorable. So the or isn't really pronounced.
Okay.
Nice. Any questions here?
You know?
Okay. And so I guess let's try this. Eugene, can you read the role of the little boy? And Audie, can you read the role of the tiger?
Okay.
If you could wish for anything, what would it be?
A big sunny field to be in.
A stupid field? You got that now? You got that now. Think big, riches, power. Pretend you could have anything.
Actually, it's agree with someone who looks so happy.
Yeah, it's hard to argue. Can you repeat argue?
Ar argue.
Yeah, good. Um, and yeah, Eugene, what's happening here? What's happening in this comic?
Um, what's happened in this comment?
Yeah, can you explain the comic a little bit?
Okay, this little boy asked his friend, I don't know, maybe it's friend, ask a friend, if you wish for anything, if you could wish for anything, what would it be? And he answered on his question. He said it, Sunnyfield would be the best bet. But this little kid started to argue with him because he didn't understand what could be so exciting in this sunny field.
Yeah. And then it's hard to argue with somebody who looks so happy. What's the realization at the end? What does the little boy realize? Maybe.
Maybe
Maybe what? Huh?
doing maybe he realized that doing nothing is the best wishes.
um, maybe. I don't. Doing nothing is the best wish. Perhaps. Audie, what do you think? What do you think the kid realizes at the end?
I think he realized and that the cat already have everything. I don't know.
Maybe the cat already had everything he wanted, and
Yeah.
that wishing for, or like being happy with what you have is a good way to be happy. Maybe.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah, to some extent. I think there's cat might be complicated. I guess let's go Eugene. If you could wish for anything, what would it be? What would your wish be, Eugene?
I wish I could finish my university.
Okay, finish my university. I wish I could finish. Maybe finish my studies at the university, or finish
Yeah,
my degree
I'd
at
agree.
the university. That's good. That's a good wish. And Ken, welcome to class. Ken, how's it going?
Yes, I'm fine. How are you?
Well, thanks for asking. Nice to see you, Ken.
Nice to meet
Uh,
you.
yeah, nice to see you. So, because we already know each other, Ken, we wouldn't say nice to meet you.
Nice to see you.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. And first time, nice to meet you. And second time, nice to see you. And third, yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
Mhm.
And Audie, what about you? If you could wish for anything, what would it be?
Um, I wish I could. I wish I could taking my master degree in 2016. Mm, can you hear me?
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, so
Uh,
Audie, I'm not quite sure. So we wouldn't say finish. I wish I
not
could
finished. Taking. I'm
begin.
taking. Oh, begin.
Taking wouldn't really work here.
Mhm.
We could say, I wish I could begin. I wish I could start. I wish I could finish. I wish I could. Um,
Mhm.
I don't know. I'm just not sure what you're trying to say.
I begin.
Okay. Um, nice. And Ken, what about you? What would you wish for? Ken?
Yes, hello. Yes, I wish for the new year or something this year.
Okay, so if you could wish for anything, what would it be?
Wish for kind of status quo to keep ordinary life and in healthy condition.
Okay, so you would wish for ordinary life to remain
Uh-huh.
sort of status quo?
Yeah, and world peace.
Okay. And world peace.
Yes.
Pretty disparate, disparate wishes, but that's good. Nice. And yeah, I think we're all right. And I don't think any questions. Let's go to the next page. And let's start with Ken. Can you read the title and the directions?
Okay, and zero conditional when things are generally or always true. If when unless plus present form plus present tense imperative.
Yeah,
Eh,
present tense
okay.
or the imperative. And so this first one, Eugene. So we're going to be using the present tense, and we need to use one of these verbs.
If you were, if you're a child.
So one of the verbs at the bottom of the page.
Wow. Hmm. Maybe there should be nothing. If you're a child, go to the amusement park.
Okay, so we do need a verb, and we do need to put it into the present tense.
Oh. Hmm. I don't know what to choose. If you do have a child, go to amusement park.
Yeah, so if you have a child,
Have a child.
go to the amusement park. So that's just the present tense with the imperative at the end. Audie, what about the next one?
When you blank to the park, take the third exit on highway.
Yeah,
Highway.
and remember the present progressive for this one.
When you are driving to the park, to waiting to the, when you are when you are huh? when you are
Mm-hmm.
driving.
Ken, what about the next one?
Unless for the ticket, unless you are mm, you are unless you have you have lost for the ticket. Is it have is correct?
Yeah,
Okay.
uh,
Unless you have
but we'd use a different verb. So remember, we need to use the present perfect. So
mhm.
have is just the beginning part of the present perfect.
Okay. You have lost
Okay,
for the
and
ticket.
remember, it's one of these verbs at the bottom of the page.
Sorry. Have uh, unless you have wait for the ticket,
Mm-mm.
pay for the ticket, paid for the ticket. Yeah, really
Yeah.
perfect. Yeah.
Okay, and if you started that sentence with if, how would it sound?
If you have paid for the ticket, buy the ticket. Uh,
Close.
Unless you haven't paid.
Yeah. Does that make sense, Ken?
yes.
So unless is if you have not. Okay.
Okay.
Eugene, what about the next sentence?
Blank for more than an hour in line. Complain to the manager. Um, if you wait for more than an hour.
And we need to use the present perfect progressive.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. If you if you were waiting.
Close.
Oh, it's perfect. If you I forgot anything.
That's okay. Audie, do you have any ideas?
If you have been waiting,
Yeah. More than an hour in line, complain to the manager. Okay, really good. Does anybody have any questions on this page?
No, teacher.
Oh, okay, good. And let's try this one. Um, Ken, can you read the title and the basic example?
Okay. First conditional to talk about future events that are likely to happen. Basic example, if we have birthday party, our son will be pleased.
Good.
Mm,
And let's have Eugene. Can you read this next part?
Um, the if clause, this one. The if clause can be used with different present forms. Example, if I go, if I go to you, I will,
Okay.
I will come before.
So can you keep going?
If he's feeling better, he will, he will visit us. And if she hasn't heard the news, I'll tell her. Isn't perfect.
Yeah. So the if clause, you can use different present forms. He is feeling, if I go, she hasn't heard.
Mhm.
Okay. And Gabriela, can you read the next part?
Yes. Uh, the future clause can contain going to or the future perfect. Um, will have plus participle. Examples. If I buy a cake, I'm going to eat it all. If we don't plan a party, we will have been bad parents.
Good. Yeah, really nice pronunciation. And
Thank you.
obviously the future clause can just contain the simple future tense. So you can say, I will eat it all. Um, but good. Let's have Audie. Can you make a sentence using the first conditional? Can you give us an example sentence?
If okay, let me try. If I'm playing a game, I will I will lose my time. Lose
Okay,
my
I
time.
will maybe waste my time.
Waste my time.
Yeah, if I'm playing a game, I will. Hmm. I would probably say I will be wasting my time.
Because
So yeah, that'd be the future progressive.
mhm.
Hmm. If I'm playing a game, I will be wasting my time. Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
That's a tricky one. Uh, I think generally, if we say something like this, I think because that's more of like a general statement. So like playing games is a waste of time. So I don't think I wouldn't want to use the conditional there just because it makes it a little bit too complicated. So if I'm
Yeah,
playing a
yeah, yeah.
game, I will um, try to win. Would be
Oh,
a
okay.
little bit
Yeah.
more simple. Um,
Yeah, it will be probably true. The condition. Yeah.
yeah. Okay, and Eugene, can you try to make an example as well?
Okay, if she hasn't bought a new car, she will be used the old one.
She will use the old one. Good. Really nice sentence. And Gabriela, what about you?
Okay, it's a bit hard for me. Uh, in present progressive.
So you can use the simple present. So if we have, he
Okay.
will. So the simple present would work.
If I will have time.
Present tense. If I
Okay.
have
Okay.
time.
If I have time, I'll help you with your homework.
Okay. So if I have time, I will help you with your homework. That's good.
Yes. Okay.
All right. Nice. Really good work. Does anybody have any questions on this page? Okay. And let's have Audie. Can you read the first line?
First conditional, planning a party dialogue. Husband, John's birthday is soon. We should throw a party for him.
Good. Can you repeat dialogue?
Dialogue.
Good. And what about the next one, Eugene?
Um, if we bought him a car, he'll be happy.
Yeah, if we buy him a car, buy him a car, he will be happy for sure. So that works really well. It doesn't quite fit in with what the husband says. So I think I'd say if we throw him a party. But Eugene, your sentence was great. Just to make the dialogue work, I'm gonna change it. But good sentence, Eugene. Gabriela, can you read the next sentence?
Husband. You're right. I bet he'd be happier if it were a surprise party.
Good. Okay. And Audie, can you try the next one?
You're right. He better happier if you're a surprise party. Maybe mm, if it if it a party.
If it's verb,
Okay.
and what kind of
If
party?
it's okay. If it's a bird. If it's a surprise. If it's surprise party. If it's a okay. If it is a surprise party. Mm, I have to. Oh no, it's progressive. I'm
Yeah.
have going to invite his friends.
Yeah. Can you read that whole sentence one more time?
Maybe it's maybe if it's a surprise party, I'm going to invite his all his I'm going to have to invite all his friends.
Good. Okay. And what about the next one, Eugene?
That might be a lot of work. If even one friend tells him, we we will have wasted a lot of
Nice.
time.
Really good work. And let's have Gabriela, the next one.
Should we tell him? It might be easier to have a normal party.
Good. Audie, the last one.
I think we should. Surprise parties are too hard.
Good. All right. And let's go through this quickly. Gabriela, can you play the husband? And Eugene, can you play the wife?
Sorry. Um, I am the husband.
Yeah.
Okay. John's birthday is soon. We should throw a party for him.
If we throw him a party, he will be happy.
You're right. I bet he'd be happier if it were a surprise party.
Maybe if it is a surprise party, I'm going to have to invite all his friends.
That might be a lot of work. If even one friend tells him, we will have wasted a lot of time.
Should we tell him? Might be easier to have a normal party.
I think we should. Surprise parties are too hard.
Good. Nice job. And does anybody have any questions on this page?
No.
Okay. And Gabriela, can you ask Audie the first question?
What are John's parents going to do?
Making a surprise party, making a party for their children, their their
Their
child,
child?
because only one. Okay.
Yeah, for their child. This is good. We changed this. We wouldn't want to start with the gerund.
Mhm.
Maybe start with they.
They will make.
Good. And not make.
Mhm. They
Maybe,
will have. They will. Oh, they will have. Okay.
yeah, or throw. Party for their child. Good. Nice job, Audie. And Audie, can you ask Eugene the next question?
Uh, Eugene, will it be a surprise or uh, will it surprise? Why or why not?
Mm, it will be a surprise if no one of his friends will tell him about this party.
Okay, so we'll be surprised if none of his friends tell him about the party. I think it's a little bit different. So let's look at the last part. Eugene, can you read those last two lines?
Should we tell him? It might be easier to have a normal party. I think we should. Surprise party is too hard. Yeah,
Okay, so will it be a surprise party or not?
it wouldn't be a surprise party.
It won't be?
It won't be. Yeah.
Okay, why not?
Because it's hard to throw.
Okay, it's hard to throw a surprise party. Yeah. And maybe we can even say it's too hard.
Mhm.
Okay, good. Eugene, can you ask Gabriela the last question?
Okay, have you ever given a surprise party? What was it like? If you haven't given a surprise party, what you like to? Would you like to?
Uh, I haven't threw a surprise party yet because I think either it's too uh, complicated, um, and that's the reason because I don't want to uh, through one.
Okay, that's the reason why I don't want to throw one.
Why? Yes, don't.
Good. We wouldn't say either,
Mm-hmm.
and we'd say thrown. I haven't thrown.
Uh-huh. Haven't thrown.
Okay, and can you read that sentence one more time?
I haven't thrown a surprise party yet because I think it's too complicated, and that's the reason why I don't want to throw one.
Good. Okay, and Gabriela, can you ask Audie the next question?
Next
Or the same
question.
question. The same
Yeah,
question.
okay. Okay. Have you ever given a surprise party? What was it like? If you haven't given a surprise party, would you like to? Would you like to?
Mm. Yes, I have thrown a surprise party for uh, for my roommate. I had.
Good. What was it like?
Um, it was, how do I explain it? It was when he arrived from the university, me and all other friends in the dormitory um, surprise him with uh, surprise him with thing bad, and then um, everybody giving bad attitude to make him upset, and then after that we throw the birthday cake to his face.
And then you threw a birthday cake in his face.
True. Yes, a birthday cake
Wow.
to his
um,
it's
I don't know if that'd make me feel better or worse. Um,
it's very worse because they did ever done it to me too. It is very worse because
okay.
the cake is cannot not eatable anymore.
Yeah, the cake's not edible anymore. Um,
Yeah.
I guess you could probably eat it, but nobody else really would. Um,
Yeah.
wow. Uh, so we surprised him with what? I didn't hear that.
We surprise him with bad attitude.
Okay. Bad
Bad.
attitudes.
Okay. Oh,
So everybody had a bad attitude to make him upset, and then we threw a birthday cake in his face. That's awful.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
more. Oh wow, yeah, that's just awful. All right, let's go on to the next page. Let's talk about the second conditional. Eugene, can you read the title and the next part?
Okay. Second conditional, taken about impossible situation. Form, if plus past progressive, could, would, might. Examples: if it were my birthday today, I would throw a party. If I were turning 21, I would go to the bar.
Good. Can you repeat situations?
Situations:
Good. Um, and Gabriela, can you read the rest of this page? Gabriela?
Yes, I'm here, sorry. Uh, we often use the subjunctive form where instead of was, but both would work. Note: we often use the second conditional to give advice. Example: if I were you, I would do my chores.
Good. And it's actually chores.
Chores. Okay.
hmm
Chores.
And what's a chore? What are chores?
like daily routines.
Yeah.
Um, yeah.
It's like taking out the trash, doing the dishes, setting the table. Those are all chores. Um, good. Okay. And subjunctive as well, Gabriela. Can you repeat subjunctive?
Subjunctive.
Good,
Subjunctive.
subjunctive. And Audie, can you make a sentence? Actually, I think we're going to practice this in just a second. Does anybody have any questions about this? Any
No.
questions on this page?
No, teacher.
Okay. And Audie, can you read the directions?
Be creative. Second conditional. Think about some impossible situation and tell about them.
Good.
Okay.
Um, creative.
Creative. Creative.
Nice. And can you give us an example? So talk about an impossible situation.
Okay. If I were a king, uh, I will I will traveling around the world.
I would
I
travel.
will travel. I will travel around the world.
Nice. Good,
Travel.
correct. I would travel around the world. Nice. Eugene, what about you?
If I were a genie, I would live in a lamp.
Yeah. In a yeah. I guess that's an unfortunate unfortunate one. Yeah. What would you do if you had a genie? What would you do if you had a genie?
Mm, I don't know. I haven't thought about it.
Okay, think about it now. Give me anything. You could do literally anything. What would you do if you had a genie?
Uh, if I had a genie, I I oh, if I had a genie, I would have I would have three wishes, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Okay. Um, yeah, you would. That's good. That's good. Gabriela, what about you?
Uh, if I were a famous soccer player, I would have a lot of money.
Good. All right. I think this is solid. Does anybody have any questions on this page or anything else that they want to say?
No,
All
no
right.
questions.
Nice. Um, we could try this too. Let's, Gabriela, can you read the title and the directions? Gabriela, your
Yes,
microphone.
sorry.
No, don't be sorry.
Taking care of children, give the children advice.
And can you read that first one?
If I were you, I wouldn't run near the pool.
Good. Adi, what about the next one?
If I were you, I wouldn't play fire.
Preposition.
Um, I wouldn't play fire
Not at. Does
with
anybody know what that?
with
Yeah. Good.
fire.
Nice job. And Eugene, what about the next one?
Uh, Honestly saying, I can see what this kid is doing. Mhm. Oh, okay. Um, I wouldn't sell the kid weapons if if I were if I were a weapon seller.
Yes. Um, that's awesome. If I were a weapon seller, good.
Ah, that's good.
Um, nice. Gabriela, what about the last one?
Um, if I were you, uh, I wouldn't uh, mm, go out when it's snowing naked or not naked. What is it?
Yeah, I wouldn't go
Uh,
out
Without
naked.
clothes.
Yeah, or without clothes. Um, when it's snowing. This is good. So just remove or changing the place of naked. So I wouldn't go out naked or without clothes when it's snowing. Um, oh man. Yeah, and uh, but good. Does anybody have any questions on this page? Okay. Let's talk about the third conditional. Audie, can you read the title and the directions?
Third conditional, impossible condition in the past. We can change the past.
Good. The form and the examples?
Form if plus past perfect, would or could or might plus present perfect. Examples: if I had worked harder at school, I would have gotten better grades. If we had well if we had kids, we would have to play for college. The whole sentence, sir?
Yeah, if we had had kids, we would have had to pay for college.
Oh,
Um, good.
some
Uh,
okay. Okay.
Okay, yeah, Eugene, can you read the next two?
Uh, sometimes,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes the clause is implied, not spoken. Example, I would have done it if you asked me. If you had asked me.
Good. Um, all right, and let's have Eugene. Can you give us an example of the third conditional? A sentence in the third conditional.
Okay. Uh, I would have. Hmm, I would have got. I would have gotten. I would, how? I would have gotten better grades in my study if I were visiting. No, um, if I were visit
So the
maybe
past perfect.
possible have visited. If I have visited. Oh, had visited lectures.
Nice. Yeah, maybe we could say if I had gone to lectures.
Mm-hmm.
Gone to lectures. Nice. All right. And Gabriela, what about you? Can you make a sentence in the third conditional?
Mm-hmm. Um, I would have had more money if um, I had started to learn earlier.
Nice. Good. Audie, what about you? Audie, are you there? Your microphone is muted still.
Oh yeah. Sorry. Okay. If I okay. If I if I have if I have if I'm not late, I wouldn't got fired. Late.
I would have passed.
No. I mean if I if I have if I if I
Had.
hadn't had not late
Laid?
late late no with the how do I pronounce late? No, if I had not late. Okay, let me think. Late,
Oh, if I had not maybe arrived late.
arrive late. I wouldn't got fired.
Okay, close. I wouldn't have.
Had have nah
So the past tense
have
of to
not
get
have
are the
not got
participle.
fired. Have not fired. Have got fired.
Gotten.
Oh yeah.
Can you repeat that?
If I had if I had not arrived late, I wouldn't have gotten fired.
Good. It's a tricky one. But yeah, if I had not arrived late, if I hadn't arrived late, I wouldn't have gotten fired.
Joshua, I have a question.
Yes.
In last sentence, may I say I wouldn't have been fired?
Yes. It's a good one too. I wouldn't have been fired. Yeah. Okay. Does anybody have any questions here? Okay. Let's try one more. Uh, and let's have Audie. Can you play the husband? And Eugene, can you play the wife again? Audie?
Well, there was a triple party.
I know. What would you have changed?
Man, I think I would have paid for a professional clown. I wouldn't have hired our creepy neighbor.
Ah, that would be been a good idea.
What would you have changed?
Well, I regret buying that disgusting cake. If I had had time, I would have made the cake instead of bought it.
Uh, well, if we do this again, we will do it better.
You certainly will.
Good. Any questions on this page? Does anybody have any questions here?
No.
Okay. Good.
I have, sorry.
Yeah.
Uh,
Sorry at
uh,
all.
uh, I wouldn't have hire this. Uh, what is it? Hired.
So you tell. So like when you hire somebody, you tell them you will pay them for in exchange for work.
Uh-huh.
So
Aha, I see. Okay.
yeah. So when you're hired, you have a job.
Aha.
Okay. Any other
Okay,
questions?
thank you.
You're welcome. All right. And let's have um, Eugene. Can you ask Gabriela the first question?
Okay, Brella, what would the husband do differently if he could have changed the party?
The husband, he maybe he want he paid for a really clown instead of his neighbor.
Okay. Yeah. Um, we need to make this.
He would
Mm-hmm.
he would
Present perfect or
have
past perfect? Yeah. You would have paid for
past
real time.
had maybe
Nope. So we'd use the
no
present perfect. He would
present
have
perfect. Okay.
paid. Yeah. So if he could have changed, he would have paid. Um, all right. And Gabriela, can you ask Audie the next one?
If the wife had time, what would she have changed?
Um, he, she would, I forgot. She would, I forgot. She would have better idea. Okay, she would made cake instead of about it. She would make the cake instead of about it.
Okay.
Remove the cake.
She would have made the cake instead of buying it.
Buying it.
Yeah. Okay. And Audie, can you ask Eugene the last question?
Eugene, if you were planning a party for someone, what would you prepare?
If I were planning a party for someone, I would not hire any clowns. Clowns are not funny.
Puns are not funny. Good. Um, are not. Yeah, that's solid. That's a good answer. Unfortunately, we're just about out of time. Does anybody have any questions before we finish up?
Yes, Joshua, I have a question about, not about this topic, but about the word galore. And sometimes you use the word in galore. For example, there were a whiskey galore at the party. And I don't know how to use it. There was, for example, there were a whiskey in galore or just whiskey galore at the party.
You're saying a goer?
Oh, no, galore.
Ah, galore. Ooh. Yeah. So there were kids galore. Kids maybe all over the place, everywhere. Um, galore. Yeah. So if there's a lot of something, you can say, yeah, I've got money galore. I've got money galore. It's like I've got so much money I don't even know what to do with it. It's all over the place. Uh, there are kids galore at the birthday party. Yeah, I don't know how exactly to explain that better.
But may I say
Hold on.
in galore? For example,
No,
in galore.
no, we wouldn't use a preposition before galore. Ever.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, I got it.
Okay, and wow, that's actually so useful. Check out this website. That might help you a little bit. But yeah, good. And so yeah, thanks again for coming in.